are you hearing from
Any member that I've heard that I explained to them that I don't think they should. I think it creates a greater risk. You've got enough Americans over there that could be held hostage. They'd make a point out of a member of Congress. I think you'd take military away from doing their job of getting as many Americans out we can. How many know that they're going to be left? The president now has made the date the 31st. The 31st is when everybody needs to be gone. So they're going to start pulling military out now. We watched what the president told us, that the Taliban would let you go to the airport. The Taliban's now shutting it down. We watched that people aren't being beaten, but that's the report that we're getting. I mean, I watched the president have a press conference and walk away afterwards, and 30 minutes later have a conference call with the Secretary of Defense, Secretary of State, Joint Chiefs, and they contradict what the president just told us. Why wouldn't we spend our time on that while we're in Congress? Why are we departing now? The Speaker has control over that. The same way that she changed the Intel Committee with Adam Schiff to be a political committee instead of looking. We're three co-equal branches. We should have been having hearings on what's going on over there. We should have been able to gather that they would collapse this fast. But Adam Schiff was too focused on impeachment than doing the job he was supposed to do. Yes, sir.
Just to clarify something you said to her real quick before I ask you one other thing, what could the House have passed this week that would have made a material or immediate difference in Afghanistan with the Senate gone until September? You said that the Speaker didn't do anything to set aside money.
Time even. What did we? You know, the Speaker many times says, you know, your values says a lot about you. Time is of your value, right? How much time did we spend on this while the world was watching? How much time did we spend on it where Afghans were clinging to our planes and falling off? How much time did we spend on finding more Americans that were actually there? What we could have done is actually take up Gallagher's bill. Tell us how many Americans are there right now. Make a statement of Congress where we're co-equal branches, that we will not leave until every American comes home. At the very least, that's what we should have done. We should have held hearings of what more do we need there. Do we need more troops there to make sure it's safer, to get people home faster? Then do it. Send the message to the president. We're our own body. We can speak for ourselves, and we should. But under this majority, the Speaker decided we would not. The only thing we would speak about is $5 trillion for a socialist wish list. They care more about their socialist spending than they do saving Americans' lives, because that's what they spent their time on, that's what they spent their emotion on, that's what they even brought the president in to call their own members. They threatened their own members' spouses' jobs. They threatened political money for a campaign just to vote. They made no threat to save American lives. They cut us off when members were standing in line to have a discussion with the Secretary of State, the Secretary of Defense, and the Joint Chiefs. They said, no, we had a hard and fast time period. It has to be over. We have to get back to the floor to debate everything but Afghanistan. Why members from both parties were standing in line requesting the opportunity. So yes, there's a lot that we could have done.